Alright everybody, welcome back. This is the second of the Model 12s that we got in from a customer that do have family ties. There's a yellow one that we had just completed, and there's this chrome one here. Apparently one belonged to the mother, one to the grandmother, so we do want to get these fixed up and working for a family, so that's what we're going to do. This one came in with the the cover for the cord connection already off. The screws, I haven't seen a screw anywhere, so I'll have to look around and see if I can find a screw for that. If not, I've got screws for that. But there's, we can't turn on, we can't see anything that's wrong with it, so we're going to do the same thing we did with the last one. We're just going to start taking it apart and diagnosing it and trying to see if we can see anything that stands out that may be wrong with this, and get it back to the family working. I think we're going to start by popping out our brushes here. And as you can see, the brushes look excellent on there, they look brand new. So they were either replaced, or this just does not have a lot of wear and tear on it. That one's the same, which is, pretty much suspected. They usually come out looking identical. Alright, so now we've got the brushes out, we can go through and pull everything out of the back here, take a look at our speed control and whatnot. Try to get you guys a good view here. I'm trying to keep my arm out of the way, but I just can't unscrew screws left-handed. Alright, looking here, it looks a lot cleaner than the last one for sure. The last one was really grungy and dirty. This one, it's got some buildup in here, but it's nowhere near as bad. Alright, the resistor looks awful dark, but it doesn't always mean anything, because the only sure way to know is to test it. Okay, so I took some time to go ahead and clean up the contact surfaces on this resistor and try and make sure you guys can see this here. I'm going to go through and test it and make sure this one is good. The capacitor in there looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and test this and see what this shows, if anything. Alright, 167, so I'm going to call that good. So that's a good thing. Alright, let's get back into regular view here. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside because I know we can reuse that. Let's get the capacitor out of here. That just needs to be cleaned off. It doesn't look like it's been leaking or anything. So we know that that's good, or we assume it's good. If we plug it in and this thing just has high speed only, then we'll know it's got a dead short in it, but I seriously doubt it because it looks good. Like I said, it's not leaking anything anywhere. It doesn't look like it's had any issues. And usually about the only way I can really diagnose those is if I see stuff leaking out, or like I said, by the way it runs. If it only has high speed, that means it's dead shorted. I've got really no other way to test a capacitor. Alright, so we got our wiring disconnected here. We'll get our governor off of here and take a better look at this once we can see the underside. And this one looks in better shape all the way around than that yellow one as well. Or the yellow one, we took it apart, these were bent. That mixer looks like it had been through quite a bit. But it can go through quite a bit more now. I would not hesitate to use that, every day. And these chromies are kind of cool. I really like the older chrome appliances. Alright, this isn't worn through. I can see the contacts in there, they're not worn down. So we just have to clean that up. And I know this is on a white and black base here. It's just another Model 12 base that I happen to have laying around because these were, these are just in here for service on the motors. So, there's no bases sent. So it's nice to have, spare bases sitting around so I have something I can put these on. And honestly, this is the easiest way to work on them. Alright, let's take this plate off the back here. And that come out nice and easy. Try and get our wiring out. Alright, and that doesn't have hardly any buildup at all on there. But we will take this out, we'll clean everything out in there good. Now before I take this out, I want to try to get a feel for if this, I can't even get this back in there. I probably should have done this beforehand. I'm not sure what's going on. If it's that seized up or what. Not quite sure why I can't really get that. Oh, I know, because of the spring up there on the front end. But we'll find out when we get in there if those have any issues. I did go a little backwards on this one. I didn't take the front cap and everything off of there, so that little plastic tip is probably laying inside here. But anyways, looking inside here, I mean, it looks like a little fine layer of dust in there, but not really a lot of buildup. We can clean that up pretty good. Alright, so let's pop this front cap off here. Make sure you guys can see. There we go. And I'll break into our gearbox here. Alright. I'm pretty sure that little plastic piece we're gonna have to fish out of the grease because I did do this one backwards. Seems to be sticking this up here. Seems almost like it needs to come down more to clear that, but it's hitting right here. There we go. And once we get it all cleaned up, it'll be a little smoother. But anywho, let's dig into this gearbox. Yeah, I don't even know why I went a little backwards on this one. It's getting late in the afternoon on a Sunday. Not that that's an excuse, but let me flip this up so I can get a better view too. Alright, here's the spring. That actually looks pretty clean. There's not really grease stuck to it. The little plastic tip should be right in here. Yep. There it is. That's a piece we do not want to lose. So we'll go ahead and get it cleaned up. And set that aside. Same with our gasket. Let's take some of this grease out of here. And you can see it's kind of chunky, getting a little solid. It's definitely not supposed to be like that. Alright, let's see what we got for shafts here. And they seem a little sticky, but not too bad. I mean, I can turn them between two fingers. This one's a little tighter than this one, but yeah, overall not too bad. So I'm not sure what the issue is with this one. I mean, it seems to run okay, or not run okay. It seems to look okay. Apparently, it didn't want to run. The cord is off it. Maybe it was a cord issue. I mean, everything else in here looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. Got that loose. That one was starting to worry me. Holy crap, I need glasses. Gotta get these out of here, and then we can start getting everything cleaned up. I haven't even looked down in the cord connection area yet. So I'm not sure what else is going on there. Hopefully the cord was just cut and didn't break the leads to the field coil. As soon as I pull these out, we'll take a look at that. Alright, I should be able to pop these out now. Oh yeah, you definitely see why there was some drag on there. Like I said, it wasn't a lot. It looks like it would have been worse than it was. This one seems a little bit stuck. There we go. Yep, you can see why on this one as well. A little bit sticky. Not too bad. You know, we've seen a lot worse. And at least they rotated around with my fingers, so. Alright. Let's take a look underneath here. Okay, it appears the cord was just disconnected from the leads, so alright, that's good. We can go ahead and we can hook our new cord right back up to these and, you know, run a ground wire up there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up here, and you know, we'll come back and do a quick overview after everything's cleaned up, and then we'll get back together and we'll fire it up and make sure everything runs okay. Alright, so we've got everything all cleaned up. We've got the gearbox all cleaned out. All of our over shafts go all cleaned out. Both shafts cleaned up and polished up really nicely. Armature cleaned up really good. Everything on this one looked really good, so I don't expect any issues with this one putting it back together. I mean, it seems like it would have had to have been a cord related issue, if anything, being that the cord was missing on here. So So you can see we got a bearing plate good to go. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this thing reassembled, get the cord on it, and then we'll come back and fire it up and make sure everything works like it's supposed to. Alright, we got this one wrapped up now too. This one didn't really have any issues in it. I had said before I didn't see any worn parts on it, but as I dug a little further, ironically, it's the same thing that was wrong with the other Model 12. There, the yellow one that we did before this. This was full of black crap. I don't know what. I have no idea what it was, but this little piece in the bottom was about halfway as worn as the yellow one, which I'm not really sure what's wearing these. If it's just lack of oil, and lubrication, or what. But all I know is, like I said, this had a lot of black debris in it. I mean, it was like pretty hard, like the stuff right here. So I'm not really sure what it was, but anyways, that was bad, so we replaced that too. And we've got it all together, full of grease and everything else. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and give it a listen. Alright, so as you can tell, it goes through all the speeds nice and smooth. This one sounds better, not nearly as loud as the yellow one there. Not that the yellow one is extremely loud by any means, but as far as as far as what they normally sound like, this one sounds good. This one, like I said, the brushes were good on it. It didn't have a lot of wear, didn't have a lot of dirt inside, so I don't think this one was really used as much. And the yellow one is obviously, done a lot of work in the kitchen, so that's another reason why it's really good to get that one back up and running again in running condition, because it deserved it after, obviously, it's all the work that it's done and stuff. It needed a second chance at life, and now it's got it. And this one here is ready to go and do a lot of mixing or whatever it is that it's going to be used for. It's ready to do a lot of that now for years to come. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, appreciate all the comments that you guys leave, and and the likes and all that. So don't forget, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let us know that you do like it, and don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell down there by the subscribe button so that you get notified when we post some other videos. We had a couple door Meyers coming up, chrome ones, so if you want to see those, be sure to click that bell when you subscribe. And I think this is the last Sunbeam that we got coming up for a little bit. We've actually got a few door Meyers. I see 3 on the shelf right now, and then a couple more Sunbeams. So we'll get back into Sunbeams, but we just got to do we got a little door Meyer run to do first. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks.